Hey, welcome back to Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Today we're looking at the Universal Swords Polish Army Saber. This is the 1934 pattern. Take a look at some specs, up close looks, and see what this blade has to offer. All right, first impressions on the USS Polish Army Saber, the 1934 one. It's a cavalry saber, so you're going to have these large sweeping cuts that you're going to see in the movement section of this one, where I'm working on the vertical lines. And mostly a lot on diagonals. You're not going to work on a lot of verticals if you're on horseback, unless you are turning this and then you're cutting down the vertical line. You're going to see a lot of big diagonals and also a lot of thrust. So this blade is 33 3/8 inches long. It's got a little bit of a back sweep to it. You could have the back edge sharpened, the false edge. The false edge can be sharpened, but you'd have to check a Kult of Athena to get a sharpening surface. This one does not have an edge on it. There's no edge on it at all. It's completely rounded. That's how they come to us from USS, but you can get majority of them sharpened for an extra fee. Just make sure you check with customer service on that. So first impressions, it's beefy. It's a beefy blade. Obviously for horseback, for something on foot, it's heavier. This is, you're going into 3-pound territory with this one, so it's pretty chunky. The handle, I like the handle. It's a wood handle that swells on the sides. The wood is carved out for extra grip. So if you did have a leather glove on, this would be even better for grip. But just how it is alone, it swells into the palm of the hand. And then the middle finger and the ring finger have probably the thickest section of it, while the pinky and the forefinger are a little bit more thin, which basically it molds to your hand quite well. So even if I go like this, whoop, it molds quite well. You have enough room to go into a straight up hammer grip where this wrist is straight. You can even go into a modified saber grip as well, or even into a full saber grip if that's something that you chose to do. This would be a really good one to add for your collection if you have Polish heritage, if you're doing reenactments of some sort, or if you did want to do cut testing with this and get it sharpened. Might be something unique to add to your collection. This one comes with a steel scabbard as well. Let's take a look at some up close looks of this one in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. Overall length 38 5/8 inches, blade length 33 3/8 inches. The weight is 2 pounds, 3.3 ounces, and it is unsharpened. The width of the blade is 30.3 millimeters with a thickness of 6.9 millimeters down to 4.5 millimeters. The pommel is peened and integrated, and the point of balance is 8 1/8 of an inch. Grip length is 4 1/8 inch with a blade steel of 1055 high carbon steel. The culture on this one is obviously Polish and is manufactured by Universal Swords. Here's a couple up close of the scabbard. This is the steel scabbard that it comes with the rings. And also taking a look at some extra up close looks of the details on the blade, on the tang of the blade, and of the handle itself. All right, let's talk about movement with this blade. Obviously, we're not doing cut testing because this one has not been sharpened. If you want to see more cut testing on the channel, check some of the more previous reviews, because the last batch I just got with this box of swords, I did a lot of cut testing of different variety of swords. So make sure to check out the channel and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. For this one, we're doing movement. We're kind of just highlighting larger cuts that may be associated or would be associated with cavalry, so being on horseback. So let's check that out, a little bit of movement with cut and guard with the Polish Army Saber. All right, thanks for joining me for this review of the USS Polish Army Saber, the 1934 pattern. This one is a really unique blade, from it being cavalry saber all the way down to a well thought out handle that has now become more of a ceremonial or dress sword within Polish Army. Check this one out. If you want to get it sharpened, you can for an extra fee. Click the link in the description below this video to buy this one today at cultofathena.com. I'm Tom, your host for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll see you in the next review.